Now, the Holo Holo Music Festival bringing island vibes to San Diego. It's happening this weekend at Snapdragon. Excited for this. Island and reggae fans can experience 2 jam-packed days of music at the Thrive Park, which is such a great spot for this. Joining us now to talk about the festival, we have the co-owner of Good Vibes Presents, Dan Sheehan. Good morning, Dan. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so I was looking at the lineup, and I can't wait to see this. J Boog, Ellie Mac, for me, I'm obsessed with. So tell us, who's on the lineup? You have 2 days full of great music.
Yeah, we got, as you mentioned, we have J Boog, we have Ellie Mac, we have COC coming in. You know, we also have Mooli, who's having a huge moment right now, and he's headlining the Sunday. We have 660, which is arguably one of the bigger bands coming out of New Zealand, and Catch a Fire from New Zealand, LAB from New Zealand.
Nice.
And so it's a mix of Hawaii bands, New Zealand bands, and then obviously Fiji, who's a absolute island music legend. And so we're excited to kind of put this lineup and bring it to San Diego.
So, of course, for the music, I mean, it's island vibes, but San Diego, I feel like we have a lot of those island vibes here too, fans of this kind of music. Tell us about that. Why come to San Diego? This is the first time the festival's happening here, right?
That's correct. Yeah, we, it's always been part of the target to bring it to San Diego.
Okay.
But I think the All Blacks versus Fiji, which is the rugby match happening the week after us, was kind of like the kind of like the light bulb moment where we were like, let's bring it to San Diego, this year, and to do it, at the same venue that game's happening at as well.
Right.
It just all made sense. And that's why we really wanted to kind of, showcase, a bunch of, New Zealand acts on it as well. And, like you said, it's, the island culture is alive and strong in San Diego and the surrounding area. And so it was just a natural fit to come to San Diego.
I mean, anytime I hear this type of music, I'm like on a vacation. On my way into work, I listen to it all the time to kind of just, set me up for the day. What do you think's so great about this style of music?
I mean, it's music I grew up on. I think it's like you said, it's feel good music. It's feel good island music, and I think it's also music for a culture and a community. And I think that's kind of the big point of what Holo Holo has become, is really kind of something that we've created for the island culture and for the fans and the bands and the food vendors and the dance and the halaus. And so I think it's something that makes you feel good, and I mean that's what we try to do with music festivals in general, right? And I think this one was really special.
We are lucky to be able to enjoy this. Tell us real quick, for those who don't know, what does Holo Holo mean?
It means to move and to kind of cruise and just like move around, which is kind of what Holo Holo has become. Like we've done it in Vegas and Sacramento, and obviously now in San Diego. And so it just means to move.
Okay.
Yeah.
You mentioned there'll be food there. Is it all ages too?
It is all ages, and we'll have island food. And so there's a bunch, the cool thing about San Diego is, there's so many solid island food vendors. And so we have a bunch of those coming in as well, to kind of really showcase the culture, showcase the food, because that's a huge part of what we're trying to do here.
Okay. I love it. And I love that it's at Snapdragon, such a great venue for this. How can people get tickets? Are they still available?
They are still available. They're selling really fast. HoloHoloFestival.com is where you go get tickets and information on all the bands, the vendors, FAQs, and all that stuff is on HoloHoloFestival.com. Very
nice. I love that you could even bring the family. So it's all ages kind of venue and event. Great music. Thank you for coming to San Diego, bringing those island vibes. Can't wait.